welcome to my channel. My name's Lizzie. Happy Sunday to everyone. I am SpongeBobbing it out today because I am from Syracuse, New York, and the voice of SpongeBob, that person, is also from Syracuse, so I represent SpongeBob sometimes. Alright, so a lot of people have been asking to see my library of tarot cards, and I have been meaning to do this for a while, and I just kept putting it off, and then I forgot about it, and then the deaths happened in my family, so I'm just like, alright, this week I'm getting to it. So I'm going to try to do, it'll probably take me to like Thursday to do my whole library. I broke them up into sections so I don't spit it all at you at once, and I'm going to try to only do one or two library readings for you a night because I just feel like it's going to be too much. This is for my fellow tarot readers, anyone into tarot card reading, or you just want to know in general what kind of decks I use and why. I'm going to go through each deck and I'm just going to talk a little bit about it, why I use it, what I use it for, which is mostly what I broke it down to categories. Tonight, this category is my regular tarot decks. It can be used for any reading, but is mostly traditional tarot or interpretation of the original Rider-Waite tarot. So some of them are old and I don't know exactly what they're called, but I'm going to show you and do the best I can to remember who made it so you can find it. Most of these decks I find on Amazon. I go to Barnes & Noble sometimes because I feel like they're fairly decently priced. I don't know about now because I'm kicking my shoes off. You all know my regulars. I don't like to read with my shoes on. Alright, so like I said, most of these are from Amazon. I stay away from Etsy because I think they're overpriced and it's unfair to a lot of people. But, you know, everybody has the right to price their creative works the way they wish. I just think it's asking a little much. But some of these are mostly traditional. That's why I tried to keep all the traditional decks in this one. But some of them are a little bit different. I'm not sure if all of these are still in print, if you're going to be able to find them all. I hope so. But let's get right into it. I'm going to show you each deck. I don't have the box anymore, so I found this cute little astrology thing at the dollar store. This is the first tarot deck I ever used. My mom got it for me. Mostly in the traditions of tarot. Somebody, like way back, my past life and my research stems back to ancient Egypt times is where I mostly focus on, but I do a lot of Native American beliefs as well. I'm from upstate New York, which is Native American shaman territory, so I have learned a lot. I also have past lives as a wise woman, not that you could tell by my appearance today, but so this one, I believe it's called the Gilded Tarot. I can't remember, it's so old. But it's very traditional, very basic. Oops, sorry, they're upside down. It says on the bottom, I like the tarot decks. There are tarot decks that have no writing and you have to like sit there and count the wands or the swords. I don't like that. I like to be able to look at it fast. So if you're a tarot reader like me, I would make sure when you're ordering, click on the pictures and make sure it's written on the cards because it can get a little confusing. You can mistaken other cards for other cards because they're not clearly advertised. Also, when I was first learning tarot, these are the mini post-its, and I taped them to the back of the cards and wrote the positive and negative aspects of the cards on it. It did really help me a lot. I suggest doing this. However, when I first did this, it made my deck, because they're old and I've used them, it made my deck twice as big. So it was like really hard to shuffle because you had the backs on them, but over time they kind of slowly went back down to regular size. But when you first do it, you know, it's going to make the deck double in size. And there were some that I did get bored with it. See how some of them don't have any? So you can definitely tell I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go with my intuition. Because I do feel like as a tarot reader, I'm somebody who looks at the pictures. A lot of my readings, like this death card, could mean so many different things to me. It really depends on what I'm feeling. I am a channeler. I'm a psychic medium, so I focus on pictures. I don't at all anymore pay attention to the actual meanings of the card because I feel like it hinders my gifts. I feel like it puts a cap, like it limits to what the card could mean to me. Whereas if I'm just looking at it as a medium and looking at the pictures and thinking about it for a second, I get so much more for the reader than by trying to like you can't fit life in a box, and you can't have one meaning, or like each card has more than one meaning, and like just memorizing it was stressful to me. Like I was trying to take an exam, and I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't what tarot is about. It is important to generally understand what each card means, but don't get hung up on every single fucking definition of it. I like to know the negative. I am somebody who does, if it comes out in the negative, like upside down is what negative. To me, this is positive. To me, this is negative. People call it all different kinds of things. Negative doesn't necessarily mean bad. Sometimes when it comes out in the negative aspect, it's actually a positive to the story, so don't get hung up on that. I wouldn't understand and know the major arcana and stick with that, and just try to use your intuition. What does the card mean to you? Look at this picture. What does it look like they're doing to you? To me, it could be dancing. It could be celebrating. It could be a tug of war that's finally ending and the rope snapped. It depends on what the reading is, what you're getting in the reading. So that's just a little advice. I'm pretty sure the Gilded Tarot is still around. You can find it in both bookstores and online, and a lot of different avenues. A lot of people use this in Rider-Waite. It's like traditional ways to learn. And before I get into my other decks, I did make an answer deck out of index cards. This is like no, yes, maybe. Just a million different ways of saying no and yes. I suggest doing that as a tarot card reader, because sometimes you get like 6 different ways it could go, and it really, instead of doing a pendulum, it's just a different way of doing that. You can use a pendulum. Ooh, my nose is itching. Alright, so let's talk about what I do for my pick-a-pals, because I'm not going to really go over too much extra stuff, but since this is included in regular tarot, I'm going to show you how I kind of prepare for things. I order sticker packs like this on Amazon for my pick-a-pals. I did get the idea from Julissa's Messages. She's a great tarot card reader. She uses stickers all the time. And then, of course, my nephew is very into stickers. And I was like, oh, my God. I can just buy a pack like this and use them. And as I use them, give them to my nephew. Double purpose. I think this is like $2.99, and you get like 200 or 100 stickers, all different kinds. You can get like Looney Tune ones. This is my saying ones, but I do have characters. That's just a cheap, easy way to do pick-a-pals if you're interested in that. You can use anything around the house that you want. I've used nail polish. I used hair clips. I've used like different kinds of lotions and perfume. Like you can use whatever around you that you can find for a pick-a-pile. But if you want to be really creative and grab the people, I suggest doing stickers because it's cheap, and you can, like, I have like 10 or 11 packs of these, and I can like rotate so it doesn't get old. I also make my own charms. I go to like Walmart or the Craft Barn, and I find like stickers that you would go in the scrapbook. Like, see, this would be like a sticker you put in your scrapbook to decorate your photo page. I just take the stickies off and use them as charms. Very cheap. These are also, like, I just leave the clear on. This is to decorate your scrapbook, but I use them as charms. Another thing, if I can find them, eraser rings. Super cute. You can get a bunch of different stuff. I put some old actual rings in there for engagements. Stickers. What else is in here? I'll show you when I do the animal one, another craft idea. But I felt stickers for Halloween. Somebody got ghosted. You can use anything for charms. I'm, like I said, connected to ancient Egypt, and the way they told fortune is they used whatever was around them. Rocks, dirt, feathers, doesn't matter. They were inspired by the things around them, and everybody had their own tools. It wasn't like everybody had a Rider-Waite Gilded Tarot. There was no one traditional fortune telling, and you learned by the person in your family who is a fortune teller, and it was kind of like a recipe now. Like everybody keeps it hush hush, like grandma's secret recipe, somebody's secret tarot. And then I'm not sure when the cards started happening, but people forgot the old ways. I'm just reminding you, as a fellow tarot card reader, be inspired with nature. I have a bunch of stuff around me. I have acorns. I have rocks. I have flowers, pine cones, all kinds of stuff, shells, because I'm an earth sign, and that just enhances my spiritual gifts. Of course, crystals helps everybody. I'm just saying, look around you, see what's around you to enhance your own gifts. Even if you don't have a YouTube channel and you just do readings, you can still use these. Also, I just invested, I found these on Amazon. They're baby tarot, little tiny tarot cards that I'm now using as charms, and can give you even more of a reading for the people. Like, you can do a regular reading, and then you can just grab a handful and see what comes out. And a lot of the times I'm finding the same cards that were, like, if I use this deck, they match. It's crazy. I love tarot. Then here's some creative ideas to help you out on your channel. I get these at the dollar store for Valentine's Day. They're for the kids' Valentines at their desks. But in each one, like this one is, I write it on the bottom, birth signs, all the astrology signs, planets as well, and then the month, day, like 1 to 31st. To help even more of a tarot card reading, you can predict something on the exact day. You could predict their birth signs, what energy they are as planets, what signs are in each planet. Then I did week number, like, of the month 1 through 4. I know there's 5, but I really only stuck to 4. And then the actual months, so you can predict even further. And then this one is basically what this is. All different ways of saying yes and no. Just crimpled up fortune cookie tarot is what I call it. You can reach in and get answers that way. Anyway, to spice up your readings in a creative way, this is a shoebox I decorated with paper. I take everything out. I can put my fortune cookie tarot in and be like, it's appealing to the eye. Very simple hacks. Alright, let's get back into the regular deck. I just wanted to show you some extra ways that I use what's around me to tell people's fortunes. Alright, this is another really old one. Another one I was gifted. I believe it's called the Angel Tarot. I don't even have the box anymore. But I really like this because not only is it a traditional label on the top, it also gives you emotion, which really helps me read a lot clearer. I really like this deck. I use it all the time. I wish I had the box. I'm pretty sure it's Angel Tarot. But I also like the shape of them. They've lasted a long time. These actually went through a flood and I was able to dry them off. The back is pretty as well. They're a little rough around the edges, you can tell that they're old, but I'll probably have this as long as I, can see the pictures. That's one I really like. Which, that's why I don't have the box, because it went through a flood. But the box saved my cards, so can't be too mad. This is a little pocket one I just got. It's called the Everyday Witch Tarot. I really like this company. Their artwork is great. They have a couple different ideas. You can still find this on Amazon. It's a little bit of very traditional, also with the written on the bottom. I really like the pictures. I really connect to it. you can get these in full size. I just saved myself some money and got the baby deck. Also, I wanted something that I could carry on my person. Like, there's so often I'm out with my family or friends who are like, hey, give me a reading. I want to know about so-and-so. Where's this going? People aren't shy. I'm from New York. So I could take that with me. I think these are made by the same company. Yeah. These are made by the same company. I bought them different times, both on Amazon. I really like these ones as well because they give you pictures. Little different, but they do label them, and then they give you some information about what's going on. Like this one says, news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and oh my God. I can't read. I'm so tired. It's 11:09 on Sunday, and I'm dying, people. But you know what I mean. It has the pictures. It gives a little bit of a written background as a medium. Again, every time I use these, I feel, even if I got this Four of Wands in every reading, it comes to me in a different way. I'm somebody who channels. You have to use your instincts. I know that people go to other people to learn tarot, and that's important. You do need guidance. I'm not saying we don't, but you really have to find your own process, your own flair, and your own way of reading. You're never going to read like anybody else, even if you learned under them for years. You're going to have to figure out your knack. All right, so same company as well. I like this, gives you a little bit more of a thicker look at what's going on. They also give you some nice pictures, and they label. Again, all different stuff, all different meanings, emotions. There's so many cards. Like, you can really use these for anything. Love, life, career, spiritual gifts. I like this company a lot. I have a lot of their decks. You can get these in hard deck, and they come a little bit bigger, but I like the size for my hands. I kind of have tiny girl hands. Not that you can tell because they're up close and they look huge, but I just like, this is the size I wish all cards were, to be honest. Alright, so now let's go into some creative ones. These pictures really stand out. This is my favorite tarot deck that I have. A lot of people, I've seen this on so many channels because I know it calls to them as well. The artwork's so good. I really feel like a light worker made this because it's called the Light Seers Tarot. So, of course, me as a light worker is responding to it because a light worker made it. The artwork is beautiful. I'm sure you've seen these in a lot of readings. It's made by Chrisanne. This is what it looks like. I found this on Amazon. It says $24.99 on the back, but you can probably get it cheaper. Amazon's pretty good. I think I got this for like $20. Or no, I paid full price for this because I was on the wait list for this because the artwork called to me in the pictures. So this one, I very rarely pay full price for a deck, and this is one of the ones that I paid full price for. I'll wait till they get on clearance, or they're kind of a little bit old, like a month or two after their launch, and they drop it a couple dollars, then I'll order it. But this one, I wanted it right away. Super cute. It does label it, but it's mostly about the pictures. This is why I like it so much. It speaks to me. There's so many different meanings that you can get. Me as a reader, like, I get this card all the time, and it always means something different. Queen of Cups, I get different, like, the artwork is important to me as a reader. If you're somebody who's very visual and intuitive and not so much focusing on the definitions, you're a reader like me. So you really want to look for things like this that call to you as far as artwork, that just wakes up your mediumship, intuition, empath skills. Another cute one is the Muse Tarot. I've also seen this a lot because the pictures are great. It's really pretty. It's very girly, very different. It's subjective. So again, there's all different kinds of meanings for things. I really like this deck. I don't use it too much because I do see it out there a lot. I just feel like because they're so in detailed and so graphic, I get a little like my readings get longer when I use these, because it does, like, I'll look at a card for like 5 minutes and just keep getting stuff. I'm like, okay, I gotta move on. So this one, it is a muse for sure. It makes my spiritual gifts enlightened to the point of distracting, because I'm like, I could look at this card and tell the whole story in just this one card, and then I have 6 more to go on my shit. This is gonna be a long reading, but that means it's a good deck. Again, this is the Muse Tarot, also made by Chris-Anne. I really like it a lot. Let's see. Do these ones next. I have so many. This one is also a little quirky. It's called Oracle of Mystical Moments. I don't use this too much for the same reason, because the artwork really takes me away, but they also are labeled very different on the bottom. They're not exactly traditional tarot, but the artwork is so amazing. Like, really am somebody who relies on visuals to interpret, and movies and TV. Like, very pretty. I like it. Again, I think this one I definitely got on Amazon. I'll show you one more time. The Oracle of Mystical Moments by Katrin Wellstein. Super cute. Alright, so I have 3 different TV show based tarot. Because I liked all of these shows. There isn't too many TV based ones, surprisingly. I wish they made a bunch. Most of the time they're not satisfied with them, so that's why they don't make them enough, because I think you have to worry about trademarks and all that stuff. But we have the Golden Girls here on Amazon. I found this. The characters look pretty similar, but you can tell they're a little bit of a knockoff. They still label at the bottom. And because I know the show and I know the characters, that also helps me channel better, especially if you know the personality. Because I think they work really hard to put certain ones on different cards because it makes people think. So this is a super cute deck. If you like Golden Girls, a lot of people respond to this as well. Also grew up watching it, especially a lot of my mom's age. Like, look at that one. It's cute. They really like this one because they grew up watching it. Or it was popular when we were younger, like as in their kids. I still watch the reruns at night sometimes. And then, of course, I am definitely a Friends generation. This was on when I was most of my preteen, teen years. So, this one also made by the same company. Very cool. It has a lot of the same characters. You can tell who it is, at least. The artwork is decent. I like it. Look, they even put baby Emma in there. So it's super cute. This is just fun to get people drawn into it. Like, a lot of people respond to this Friends deck. Of course, they just had the reunion, but a lot of people love Friends. They're like, oh my god, you have a Friends tarot deck? So a lot of people actually asked for this one. Like, can you do my reading in the Friends tarot? And it's just like the traditional tarot. It has all the same cards. It's just a little more fun of a spin. They weren't too bad in price either because they're kind of older. And then my last movie or TV show one I have is, of course, I was a diehard Game of Thrones fan, so I waited for this to get on clearance and I ordered it because when the show was airing, this was expensive. So I was like, I'll wait till it's done. And then, of course, I think it was like, I wonder if it's still labeled. So it was like $25, which I think is a lot for a tarot card deck, to be honest. I like to stay in the no more than $20 range because I order like 5 decks at a time for shipping reasons. Like, you save more money to order a certain amount. You don't have to do it like that. But anyway, I think I got this for like $15, $12 or $15. So it went down a lot once the show went down. The artwork isn't that good, but I do like this. I do use it. because I know the show. It helps me also interpret. That's the dragon eye. Like you can see, you can tell it's Aria, but it doesn't exactly look like Aria. The artwork could be better, but it's good enough. You can tell who everybody is. That's why I'm sure all the people who ordered this for full price were kind of upset when they got it. Like, the artwork, isn't that great? But I still like it. I use it from time to time. Okay, so I got this Urban Tarot deck because I believe this is made for New York, and I'm a New Yorker. I kind of found this on a whim. It was on Amazon. I hadn't seen anyone using it. Now I've seen people use it, but when I was using this on my Facebook channel, no one really had it. Now I think it's blown up. But I like it. It's different meanings as well. But basically this is like 10 of Cups. It's very modern. Has a lot of like stuff that's popular now, would talk about today. The artwork's really great. The back's really cool. It looks like a subway map. I really like it. It's the Urban Tarot. It looks like the subway map as well. I just want to show you more of the cards. It's really cute. I recommend this one for all tarot readers who live in a city. You will vibe to it. I don't live in New York City, but I've been there so many times. It's not that far from where I live. I think it's at the max 5 hours for me. Like, we go there for the day all the time. Alright, so this one is another one I paid full price for because of the artwork. Spoke to me and I was on a wait list. I think those two are the only ones that I like paid full price for. Like waited for it to come in. I ordered it a month in advance. The Awakened Soul. Super cute, right? Not the traditional tarot, but I consider it a tarot deck. I love the artwork. This speaks to me so much. I use them in all different kinds of readings. I just love it. Like, I love this deck. I could look at it all the time. It makes me smile. They did a really good job with translating. Like I said, I could look at these pictures and get all different meanings every time. I'm not going to get bored with them. It's super cute, modern. I don't want to show you it all, but I definitely recommend the Awakened Soul. Amazon for sure. I did also see this on Etsy, but for double the price. Don't order it on Etsy. Go to Amazon. Alright, I think these are all made by the same company. So, just these two. So this isn't a traditional tarot, but I use it as, it's called the Wisdom of the Oracle. I see this all the time. A lot of tarot card readers have it because it's a really nice card. Or really nice cards, really nice messages. I'm sure you've seen them. I found this on Amazon. You can get different messages just from the pictures alone and the words on the bottom. They could be used for any kind of reading. I just like it. It's beautiful. Good quality. The backs are cool. Looks like a rainbow. What are those shells called that why can't I talk today? Wash up on the shore, and they kind of have like that rainbow tint, and it looks like a snail shell, but it's not. You know those shells? I love those. Could be an oyster shell. Is it an oyster shell? I don't know. And then they also made the Enchanted Map. Another not common tarot deck, but I consider it a regular tarot deck because you can use it for any kind of reading. Along the similar lines of really good artwork, really good pictures if you're an interpreter like me. The backs are cool as well. Same size. I like it. I get good messages from them. And then we're getting down there. We got two more after these two. These are made by the same person as well. A lot of tarot card readers use this as well, the Psychic Tarot. I recommend this if you're too intimidated by a regular traditional tarot deck, I would start with this one, the Psychic Tarot, because this really helps me learn how to channel and interpret my own feelings, because it has regular words and it has pictures. It throws in chakras as well, so you're learning chakras and how to interpret them. Just look at the pictures and let it speak to you. This is a good one to learn on if you're, there's so many different kinds of tarot card readers. There's some people that are very stuck on the meanings and just stick to those meanings and move them around the way they see fit. There's other people like me who look at the pictures. There's people that can read, like I started reading tarot before I knew tarot at all. It was strictly intuitive. But I didn't want to look stupid when I came on YouTube, so I had to learn the meanings. But this is what I basically learned on as far as interpretation. It helps you get that psychic awareness about yourself. Again, this is the Psychic Tarot by John Holland, and you can find this on Amazon. They also make this one, the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. More so with like love readings and healings, but you can use this for anyone. They are similar backgrounds, but I like it because it kind of reminds me of shamrocks. But again, similar stuff. Images to learn how to interpret. Different words on the bottom that helps you figure out where the story's going a little bit easier and a little bit better than tarot. So if you don't like, because for the longest time I didn't like tarot. I was like, this doesn't help me. I like oracle cards. I'm definitely more of an oracle card type of girl. If you are that way, these two are right up your alley. The Psychic Tarot and the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland, all on Amazon. Okay, so this one is the Quantum Oracle. Again, very different wording. You can use them for all different readings. Has very good images, because as I said, I'm someone who responds to images. That's why I'm always looking down when I'm doing the readings, because I'm reading the cards. It's like reading a map. Before GPS was invented, the Quantum Oracle. This is really good for a lot of readings. Very good messages. Amazon. And last but not least is the Energy Oracle cards. They're similar to the other ones. That's why I thought they were made by the same company. Maybe they're made by the same artist. They just moved on to a different company. But again, with different writings, different words to interpret. I like it. I've seen a lot of tarot readers use this one as well. Again, it's the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, and you can get this on Amazon. That's going to do it for my traditional tarot or like traditional tarot stuff. The next one I'm going to do, we're going to talk about my animal decks. So stay tuned for that. I hope you're enjoying it and learning a little bit about how to be a tarot reader if you're interested. If you are a tarot card reader, I hope I gave you some ideas to order some new stuff for your channel. I'll see you all next time. If you like this, if you want more of these in the future, because I update my library all the time. I'm always getting new stuff, getting new ideas. I would be happy to help coach you, get some creative works behind your own channel. So let me know by hitting or smashing the like button below. Please hit the subscribe button if you like my vibe. Welcome to my family. No pressure though. Just appreciate that you watch. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.